Does your county really need all those property taxes to pay their bills? I'm not so sure. Today, I'm going to be breaking down all of the taxes your local governments collect from both you individually and from its businesses. And I think you're going to be shocked when you hear the list.
And God help that city or county that gets caught in the next couple of months with some scandal with wasting money, paying outlandish salaries.
You know, we're all familiar with property taxes. At least those of us who own property are really familiar with them. But what about all of the other taxes that your locals, counties collect? Have you put much thought into that? You know, recently here with the topic of abolishing property taxes, which I am personally a fan of course, there's a bunch of naysayers out there against it, saying that we won't be able to pay for all of our services. So I decided I'll do a little digging. Let me take a look at exactly what type of taxes our local cities and states are collecting. Let's take a deeper look. The list is quite shocking, my friends. You might want to get a cup of coffee, pull up a chair, take a deep breath. Certainly affects you while I break it down. And even the local governments, yes, they're starting to cry the blues. They can't pay the bills without all those property taxes. And I'm not 100% sure that's a true statement.
You think it's fine that you buy property, you buy a home, you own it outright, free and clear, and yet you have to continue to pony up money to the government just for the courtesy of using your own property.
Local governments in Florida take in $42.7 billion a year in property taxes, or about $2,000 per person. They make up just under a fifth of revenue for local governments and half of revenue for school districts.
For those of you who can't do math, that's 20%. And so where's the other 80% coming from? That's what we're going to be talking about today. You see, your local governments find a million ways to Sunday to collect taxes. For instance, you own a pet? Cat? Dog? A lot of people do. At least in the county I live in, there's a registration fee for your pet. It's $10 every year. You have 100,000 people that own some type of pet. That's $1 million. What are they doing with that money? This is going to get fun right here. Let's talk about individual taxes. We will start with property taxes. It's just not the fact that they tax you every year for just the privilege of owning a piece of property. They tax you when you buy it, you know. Forget about that deed stamps. That's a tax. It's 30 cents per 100. And when you sell it, they're going to charge you the deed stamps again. But they're going to double it when you sell it. So you pay a tax when you buy the property, you pay a tax just to live in the property, and you pay a tax when you sell the property. Your local government gets all of that. Oh, and if you sell the property for a certain amount of money and you have a gain, you pay a capital gain to the federal government because, you know, they also have to get their piece of the pie. Okay, and for those of you who don't have, you know, mega deep pockets when you want to buy a house and you want to get a loan, well, the local county has some good news for you. They're going to tax you for getting that loan. That's right. And it's called intangible tax. So do you ever really own your home? I mean, really? Even after you pay it off, you're paying the local government taxes every year. And they get to decide what it's worth. And obviously, there is an incentive to increase its value for them. But of course, that money's not in your bank account. You haven't sold it. And my thought on this is a form of unrealized gains tax. And I think it should be removed.
Under the current system of property taxation, no one ever owns their property. They just lease it from the government. Think about it. if you can't pay property taxes on your home, family, farm, or small business warehouse, your property will be seized by the state and given to someone else.
You know, but it's just not your house the county wants to tax you on. You own a car? Yeah. That registration fee, tag fee, that's a tax. You own a boat? How about an RV? Motorcycle? Yeah. You're getting taxed on all of it every year. Let us not forget sales tax, yeah. You got that too. You even pay taxes on your utilities, water, sewer, electric. There's a tax on it. It's pretty sickening, right? Those are just individual taxes, my friends. If you're a sorry, sad sap that owns a business, better bend over and grab your ankles because there's more tax coming for you. Yes, I said that. And it's just not your county taxing you. Your state taxes you too, the state itself. Over and over and over again if you're a business owner. You have an LLC, S Corporation. Every year, the Department of Business and Professional Regulations wants you to check in with them and let them know that your address has not changed. And they're going to charge you $150 a year. To do that, I have to pay it. You need a license to operate your business, like a realtor's license. Maybe you're a cosmetologist. I don't know. Maybe you're a doctor. You need a medical license. You pay that fee as well. It's a tax. And then if your business has a location, there's a license for that. So you're going to pay that. Yeah. 3 taxes for one entity to the state. I haven't gotten to your local county yet. You see, your local county is going to charge you an occupational license for, having an occupation. How nice of them. And if you have brick and mortar, that's right, there's more taxes coming for you, baby. There's something called tangible tax. That's right, tangible. Do you have a pencil in your office? How about a desk? Copier? Yeah. We're going to tax you on it every year. Inventory? Yeah, your auto parts store? Got some motor oil? I don't know. Windshield wiper blades? How about some car parts? We're going to tax you on it. Every year, the local county wants you to do an inventory of everything that you have in your business, put a value on it, and then they're going to tax you on it. God bless America and all the taxes we pay, right? We look at these other countries and are appalled by the amount of taxes. They're charged 50%, 55%, some countries 60%. But really, are we that far off? Your individual income tax rate might be 27%. But then you add all those other taxes on. Property taxes, taxes on all your utilities, taxes on your vehicle, sales taxes, user taxes, tax here, tax there, tax everywhere. I think we're well over 50%. And I'm not done. What about the tourism taxes, bed taxes? Yeah. Here in Florida, we collect a heck of a lot of money from that. Somebody wants to get a hotel, they get to pay a tax. And here it's like 12%. Yeah, it's big. A lot of money in tourism taxes. Oh, and you naughty little citizen, you want to build something? You're a business owner? You want to build a building? Build a house? How about a remodel? Coming for your wallet, my friends. New construction has impact fees. That's a tax. It's huge. It's 10%. 10% of the cost of the project. Okay? You do the math on that. You get a $500,000 building, $50,000 to the county. And there's more taxes on top of that. That's right. The permits, technically that's a tax. They charge you a fee to apply to give them money. Absurd, right? And then, of course, there's other fees, inspection fees, engineering fees. How about a franchise fee? Yep, there's that too. Own a franchise, you're going to pay a franchise tax to the county. My feeling is they will tax you to death and spend that money. I hate to wear it out like drunken sailors. The more money you give them, the more they will spend. I think we need some fiscal responsibility here. We as citizens are entitled to that. Our local and state governments have copied what our federal government does. They spend and spend and spend, and tax and tax and tax. And most of the people in local governments, just like in federal government, have lots of incentives to spend that money with developers and certain types of governmental projects. That's right. How do you think they get these campaign contributions? Always follow the money, my friends.
Supporters of eliminating property taxes say there is too much waste at the local level, and they're encouraged by the governor's effort to start an Elon Musk-style Doge examination in the state.
Our property tax system, our current one, has empowered many county commissioners, school boards, and city governments to build fat and lazy empires, and we've had enough.
My property taxes start off at $2,000 a year, and today they're about $30,000 a year. So, it's do we really own our homes, as the governor said.
I think we need our own local Doge to go in and just rip that budget apart. Where is all of this money going? What are you doing with it? And let's also take a look at the individual commissioners and how they're making their money. There's just no accountability in government. Nobody seems to be watching the hen house, so to speak. And I think we need to require our local governments to tighten their belts. We need them to learn to operate leaner. We have a lot of local governments, and I live in a county that's so ridiculous with the way they spend money. They spend money on niceties. Oh, let's put up a new roundabout, some more plants. I have a local park I take my dog to. $200,000 for a base of a fountain. They had somebody give them a little nice sculpture. Local artists gave them a sculpture. But yet, we as citizens get to pay for something for that sculpture to sit upon. And it costs $200,000. So much wasteful spending. We have all these signs in my city that are going up. $500,000 on these signs. 11 signs. $41,000 a sign. Okay, it doesn't cost $41,000 to put up a freaking sign. Somebody's getting paid. Somebody's getting campaign contributions. There's a lot of palms being greased, my friends, and it's happening everywhere. Where you live, where I live, it's rampant. We need to reel it in. But what say you? I'm sure you've got to have an opinion on this. I mean, do you really think it's okay to just wastefully spend all of our money? I mean, really. And there's lots of people out there that don't own property. You don't have to own property to be part of the problem here. I mean, you're paying taxes on your vehicle. You're paying sales tax. And believe me, if you've got a occupation, you're paying occupational taxes. Everybody's paying tax. We're just overtaxed. There is a comment section. Don't disappoint me. Tell me what you think about all of these taxes. I didn't even go over all of them. But you tell me what you think about all of the taxes that your local counties and cities and your state collects. I mean, we don't pay state income tax here. There are other states that collect even more than what we collect here in Florida. It's just obscene. But I would love to read your comments. I always enjoy hearing from you. Let them rip. Don't forget, if you like this type of content, this is a topic that resonates with you, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Come back and see me. I don't hold back. Take care.